Hey, Armwrestlers. Coach Ray, I'm back home. It's Monday today. It's been 2 days after East vs. West 16, and let's get into a review video. So, first of all, the crowd that I saw there was probably the biggest crowd that came to watch Armwrestling I have ever seen. I have seen bigger crowds in person in some expos, as well as like in World Championships. You will have a crowd of 1,000, maybe more people, but most of them are armwrestlers, and they are not paying to see it. This time, completely different. Every single person bought the ticket to get in. Close to 2,000. I don't know exact number, but something like that with all the athletes and their families and people there and people that are working for the event. Anyway, history was made. We did the first event outside Turkey for East vs. West, outside Turkey and USA. And I thought it was amazing. I really enjoyed the show. In moments where I didn't have to do the commentary, I was at the sidelines watching events, watching the matches and things like that. So there's two things that are throwing shade at it right now. I believe is one is like refereeing. So there were some clear problems with referee job, in my opinion. I think is everyone will agree, and the whole situation with Levin, which is you know just a miscommunication between all parties, in my opinion. And but like it shouldn't take away from how great event that was. For me, as an arm wrestling fan, it's great to see that we have made arm wrestling so cool that people come to watch it. I never thought so. It's gonna happen because for me, I love it. I would pay money to see it, and I would do all those things. But most people like, and so it's awesome. Like I saw so many great things there. Like Devon just being stopped everywhere to someone take a picture with him. People showing up to the hotel just to take pictures with athletes and just waiting there all day just to get pictures with athletes, which is absolute craziness. And we wouldn't be here without people like that. We wouldn't be here without you guys. So I'm very thankful for all this. The matches. Most of the matches, in my opinion, I got right. It was great talking with athletes, doing the interviews before and also afterwards. Afterwards, of course, when someone loses, it's very hard. But there were so many people that, in my opinion, are true professionals. They did their best to give back to people because I think this is just because of the people that are watching. It's not because of anyone else, in my opinion. But I think we try to give we can, do the best job we can. Neil Travis, Engen with building up this car, Robert Baxter, Dexter Tan, with all the things that they did, and so much more people that are involved behind the scenes. Uh, and I feel like this is just the beginning. This is first event of 2025, and we already like I think we shattered all the records for attendance, and I think that is the future. We're gonna bring it all over the world with bigger audiences and better matchups because like listen, every single matchup that you see gives a potential for the next one, and it's so cool. Stoyan and Vaso, listen, I think referees made big mistakes. They were looking either in wrong direction and didn't see some fouls there, but Stoyan Gulimano showed great technical expertise, and there was a reason why he's multiple world champion, European champion. And starting it out with that match was great match. I thought like, yes, this is it. Brett Grundy and Bacho, in my opinion, just Bacho was too strong everywhere. Brad really tried to find him, really tried to find any way into the match. He just couldn't. And Bacho was really strong. And I think the strength difference there, even before the match for me, I thought like Bacho is heavy favorite. I would say if any of the matches were 90-10, that would be the one. Brad, great athlete. Like I think he has a great mind for arm wrestling, and he's very smart and strong guy and dedicated. And I think he just needs time to go to that level because in my opinion, like Bacho was great when he was like 13, 14 years old. So that speaks volumes about you. If you're really good and you could beat most grown-up people at that age, you're going to be great when you're 19, 20, 21. So we're just going to see very big things from him, and it's exactly how it's going to happen. Frank Lamparelli, Serhi Kalinchenko. So Frank and Serhi, I think he's awesome. I think he's the star. I think he has the charisma. He can arm wrestle. he's the whole package. I think he would just get bigger and bigger, and people like him. I really like him. Hanging out with him is always fun. If we can get him on a video, it's always just awesome. Kalina is the man. Frank, I like Frank so much. He's also one of the best people in arm wrestling. I think Kalina was just too much. Frank said he felt uncomfortable in referee's grip, but not always you're gonna get the grip you want. So I in my opinion, I didn't see much like wrong from referee's side. Referees were trying to screw him or something or whatever. I don't think I will be very disappointed if I learn that referees try to screw someone intentionally. I think they can make mistakes when they focus on the wrong things, and all of us make mistakes. So yeah, but Frank and I expected it to be much bigger match, but I think Serhi's power from Georgi Tsvetko stayed from the match he got there, and he just transferred here. David and Kurdecha. Listen, David is the man. I think one of the matches I got wrong. I did expect Kurdecha to win in a long match, in a battle, but David, no strap, nothing, goes in a hook, booms, cups him, curls him to the side. Just amazing matchup. And listen, he was really, really good. Like, I want to see him versus Alishan. I think it's a match. I think if we don't ask David to cut down to 105 kilos, it's a damn match. And it's a good one also. So, yeah. Fia and Malon. I had Fia as a favorite, but Fia came in and showed that she's, at this point, overgrown Malon. She is the best under 70 kilos on the planet, both arms. I have, like, if anyone wants to make an argument that there's someone better at that weight, go ahead. There's few matches. I think she has to move up a weight, maybe wait for new challengers, because eventually someone's going to come and going to be problematic for Fia. Like it always happens, but right now she looked just amazingly good. Malon came in good shape with a good game plan, but Fia was just too strong. She dismantled the best things that Malon could do, and Malon would beat up most arm wrestlers on the planet, if not anyone else except Fia. So congratulations to Fia Isaac for being first double champ. Double champ means she holds title on left and right arm, right? So congratulations to Fia. I think she absolutely deserves it. Prochuk and on Oleg Zhok. I really didn't think that Prochuk can beat him. I thought there may be some possibility, something like somewhere in a very weird situation, but Zhok is just so uncomfortable. He's so uncomfortable. Like you're fighting a log. Literally, you're fighting a log. I didn't see much, and I think Daniel tried the best he could just to get something going, and yeah, it didn't work out. One of the big surprises for me was Oleg Petrenko with Kili Oniani. I expected Petrenko to be extremely strong from the go. I expected it to be in a hook, and I thought that Petrenko will win eventually. I thought that he is the favorite in my opinion because I know how great he was at 95 kilos, and but Kili risked. He lost on fouls few rounds. He just tried everything to get inside this match, but he just couldn't. He got some success one time. He stopped, but he got a major elbow fall there, and we had to reset the match. But Oleg Petrenko, I think at 95 kilos, both left and right, is an absolute contender for anyone. I think 95 kilo class right now is probably, for me, looking really exciting because we have Oleg Petrenko, we have the champ, we're going to get there, Todzilla, we have Irakli, we have Rustam Babayev, we have Bacho Saganishvili at 95 kilos. So there's a lot of guys just to put there. Also, Stoyan Goimanov could definitely fight with any of these guys there. So listen, mix it up. I think arm wrestling just got way more interesting, and I think that is the magic of every event. Every event creates new possibilities for new future matches, and some matches will now make sense more. Before maybe they didn't, now they do. But yeah. But Kili Oniani is one of my favorite arm wrestlers of all time. I know him very long time ago, 2013, 14. 15, he's great arm wrestler. I like his stoic look and everything, and I expected it to be much harder match, but Oleg Petrenko is just a machine. And coming back from losing to Devon to winning a title at 95 kilos, I think it feels good and very well deserved. Oleg Petrenko, in my opinion, could be the guy that holds both titles. I think he's very problematic match for almost everyone. And I think for Todzilla, for the current champ, I think he's very problematic because he has side pressure to back up his back pressure. Most top rollers like Irakli didn't have that. Irakli and Todd. I expected it to be awesome. It was awesome. I expected Todd to win easier. It wasn't. None of the guys really fought in their best position. Even Todd was pushed out from some comfortable positions where he wanted to be because if he gave up too much, Irakli can transition to a press and press. Listen, I never expected to see something like this. Transition to from losing position to a press and a pin. This is absolute insanity. I don't know. It was just awesome thing to see. Irakli, true warrior, and he's just so young. Like it's nothing. Like he's almost 10 years younger than me, so he has great career in front of him, and it's nothing. Like in Todd, if anyone deserves to be champ, he's the only North American champ I think now. Yeah, not North American champ, but United States. North American, we have also Devon, but him winning the title, absolutely deserving it. I think it's yeah. Before we go to the next one, let me know which was your favorite match of the night. So Devon and Gennady, listen, I haven't seen it because I was on the side, literally watching from the side, and I didn't see things that you guys saw. So reading all the comments, I was like, did the referees try to screw Devon over? I saw that they couldn't get the grip and things like that. And then I saw like one where Devon's shoulder was in and Gennady's were out and they gave Devon a foul. And I like, listen, that's what the hell happened there. So anyway, I think Devon was too strong from the go. If he wanted, he could literally flash pin Gennady. That's how I felt. Gennady is a true warrior. He never gave up. He never stopped. He would just keep on going. And I think that is probably one of his best qualities. But this time he was completely outgunned. And I feel like Devon right now, I don't know if he's better than the Devon at last April we saw versus Levin, but pretty close, if not better. And I think all things go like it should. You know, this is arm wrestling. Guys used to fight each other 10 times in the same year on different competitions. So why not? The problem, I think, will be hard to sell this match one more time. I don't think it's going to be, you can't really create the hype that you had before on first and the second time. Like, I just don't feel it. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everything will change. But I think there's possibilities for many people to pull. But Devon, Gennady, the whole setup just, for me, took way too long. Way too long. Devon was dominant as expected. And yeah. Hermes and Michael. Listen, this was as great match as I expected it to be. I expected Hermes to win because I think he has all the tools. But Michael was really good. Michael came in close. Like, Michael was not himself throughout the week, and I couldn't understand why, but I think that was the focus. There were two people that were very much not themselves. One of them was Michael Todd, and the other one was Artem Morozov. And both of them kind of acted like, I was like, what is going on? This is not the people I know. But yeah, Hermes Gasparini, well-deserving victory. Like, what else can you say? He had a game plan. He did everything right. There was insane moment of it. So round number 3, when they called a pin on Michael, but then Michael contested it and said like there was no pin, and they looked at the cameras. And the cameras, like, you can't really see it. It's not decisive because the angle is coming like this. So I'm up there in audience and I'm screaming like, one more time or one more round, one of those. And that's as I'm screaming it for the second time, Hermes turns and gives me that stare. I was dead for till the end of the round. I didn't exist for him. He's one of my really good friends. And he comes off and he's like, I saw what you said, like that. And I said, like, did you really want to win like this? And he said, no. He forgot about it all. Because I think like he had to win. If we wouldn't restart the match there and we wouldn't do it properly, like Mike was in a full decline elbow, humerus bone, like full foul, 100%, you can't deny it. If we wouldn't be doing that, there would be so much questions. And I do feel like if you can go rewatch the match, everything else was as it was. First was a clear pin. Second one, I feel like this part of Mike's arm went under the pad because Mike's pronator hold, so he was like this, right? And he got under. Mike has improved so much. Like, honest opinion is, I don't think there's more than 3 people right now that can beat him. That's my honest opinion. It's Levin, it's Devon, and it's Hermes. I think everyone else struggles with it. I think, like, Vital Letin, if he doesn't have a press, he can beat him. Pressers that think they can just push through him, they can beat him. Their palm might go lower than the pin pad, but Mike's won't, because his pronator has gotten so much better. His hand is getting so much better, and if you don't climb, you can. Hermes, with a perfect plan, had to struggle really extremely hard. So I think Mike was awesome. He just needs to work on those weaknesses, and I feel like if he keeps on winning, he doesn't even have to face some of the top guys. I would just put him in a mix versus Levin. That's just my thought, because we can't just expect that number one guy will face Levin all the time. We should be looking at other options. Left hand world title. For audience, this was the most boring match ever, because this is how they predicted it. Yet it was the best match on the card. And I stay by it. It was the best match on the card. Vitaly Letin, Artyom Morozov for the left hand world title. Listen, both guys just went balls out. We saw things that we had never seen from any of them before. Morozov came in with a great game plan. I think he maybe wasted some energy and never celebrate before you win. Vitaly never stopped trying, and that's how he won. We saw flop wrist press from him. It was absolute insanity. We see some amazing things on arm wrestling table from both of these guys. And I think both of them are amazing arm wrestlers. And people like look down on Morozov and said like 90% doesn't believe in me and 10% only believes in him. And yet he did it so close. I feel like there's really need a chance for a rematch. He got injured. Like he tore something. I think either one of the flexor muscles here or the pronator, because it's like full hematoma right there. But anyway, I think he was awesome. I think he did amazingly good. I think he was the champ until Vitaly beat him. Like people were always like paper champ, whatever. He was the guy. He beat everyone else, and now it's era of Vitaly Letin. Like if Vitaly deserves to win, and he like. No, I'm not saying Vitaly deserved to win. Vitaly beat Morozov, so he's the champ for a reason. And a lot of people always believe he's the number one guy. Yet Morozov gave him run for his money. It's so close. I think next time both of them can probably improve what they did, and there's possibilities for many matches, but that was really brutal, and that was like perfect main event. Overall, I think the event was awesome. I was entertained. The time flew by like this. I really haven't seen the stream. I will watch it and check everything, but I think the stream from people said like sound was better than before, but better than ever. Video quality also. I think there was a live chat that peaked like at 200,000 messages, something like that, which was like, I love it. I love it that Armwrestling has gone to this side. Like some things went wrong in the event, like they always do. Sometimes some things are out of our control, but overall, I think 2025 has started great. And just in something 40 days, something like that, East versus West 17 in Dallas, Texas. So guys, be ready. If you're in United States of America or gonna travel there to watch it, get your tickets now, because they're gonna sold out really quick. Like we have a sold out crowd. Like I thought we were gonna say something like this every single time, but every single time we the bigger crowd, we do it with a bigger crowd, we do it better. Of course, the card was amazing, but I feel like there's so many options for new great arm wrestling matches, and yeah, this is because of you guys. I'm thankful for everything I can do and to help this great sport. And yeah, now I'm gonna spend a few weeks home, and then I have a few trips planned. One on Arm Wrestling Odyssey. Check out in the Patreon, support me if you can, and then I'm gonna go to Canada for MAC event. So yeah. Anyway, guys, stay strong. Love arm wrestling.